जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज विहारी।
जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज विहारी।
गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवराधारी। यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना।
यशोदानन्दना
यशोदा नरञ्जना। यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज विहारी।
यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज विहारी।
जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज विहारी। गिरिवराधारी। यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना।
यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना।
यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना।
यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना।
यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज विहारी।
यमुना तीरवनचारी कुंज विहारी।
कृष्ण है नाम कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we'll be discussing one important from Bhagavad Gita 7. Mama eva amshaha jīva-loke mamaivāṁśo jīva-loke mamaivāṁśo jīva-loke jīva-bhūtaḥ sanātanaḥ jīva-bhūtaḥ jīva-bhūtaḥ manaḥ-ṣaṣṭhānīndriyāṇi manaḥ-ṣaṣṭhānīndriyāṇi prakṛti-sthāni karṣati prakṛti-sthāni karṣati. Word meaning? Mama, my, eva, certainly, amshaha, fragmental particles, jīva-loke, world of conditioned life, jīva-bhūtaḥ, the conditioned living entities, sanātanaḥ, eternal, manaḥ, mind, ṣaṣṭhānī, 6, indriyāṇi, senses, prakrti, material nature, sthāni, situated, karṣati, struggling hard. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada. Translation: the living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. Due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with the 6 senses, which include the mind. Translation with repetition: the living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. Due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with the 6 senses, which include the mind. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. In this verse, the identity of the living being is clearly given. The living entity is a fragmental part and parcel of the Supreme Lord eternally. It is not that he assumes individuality in his conditioned life and in his liberated state becomes one with the Supreme Lord. He is eternally fragmented. It is clearly said, sanātanaḥ. According to Vedic version, the Supreme Lord manifests and expands himself in innumerable expansions, of which the primary expansions are called Vishnu Tattva and the secondary expansions are called the living entities. In other words, the Vishnu Tattva is a personal expansion and the living entities are separated expansions. By his personal expansion is manifested in various forms like Lord Rama, Narasimhadeva, Vishnu Murti and all the predominating deities in the Vaikuntha planets. The separated expansions, the living entities are eternally servitors. The personal expansions of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the individual identities of the Godhead are always present. Similarly, the separated expansion of living entities have their identities. As fragmental parts and parcels of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the living entities have also fragmental qualities, of which independence is one. Every living entity has an individual soul, his personal individuality, and a minute form of independence. By misuse of that independence, one becomes a conditioned soul, and by proper use of independence is always liberated. In either case, is qualitatively eternal, as the Supreme Lord is. In his liberated state, is freed from this material condition, and he is under the engagement of the transcendental service unto the Lord. In his conditioned life, he is dominated by the material modes of nature, and he forgets the transcendental loving service of the Lord. As a result, he has to struggle very hard to maintain his existence in this material world. So, we'll end this purport. We'll discuss further. So, in this verse, it's clearly said that we jivas, the living entities, are part and parcel of Krishna. Part and parcel of Krishna means we are eternally connected to Krishna. We are all his children. Every jiva has got particular relationship with the Supreme Lord Krishna. Every one of us, not only human being, animals, aquatics, birds, plants and creepers, all jivas have got relationship with the Lord. So the duty of the part is to cooperate with the whole. Just like the finger is the part of my body. The finger is the part of my body. It has to act according to my interest. This finger has to act according to my interest. Then it is how to use the finger. It should not act independently. So the constitutional position of the finger is to act according to a direction of person. Then it is properly situated. If the finger acts independently, it's situated. The connection act according to the connection is cut. Now we are acting according to our own direction. Our relationship is forgotten because of misusing our independence. Freedom, just like a Lord is completely independent. Similarly, we jivas also have got the independence, freedom. When we use the freedom properly, we are situated in proper condition, properly. Just like the finger, it has to act according to my direction, then it's rightly situated. The finger does not act according to my desire or direction, it's not properly situated. Actually, all the Vedic scriptures for explaining our Lord. Who are we? Who is that Lord? And what is our relationship with the Lord? How to revive our relationship? It's called Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojana. This verse clearly indicates we have got eternal relationship with the Lord. He is our Father. Sambandha. And Abhideya means I have to revive that relationship. I am servant to the direction of the master. A servant cannot act independently. Servant has to simply execute the order of a master. Then he is called a real servant. So, the Abhideya means following the process, order of the Lord. Order of the Lord, Krishna's in the end of Bhagavad Gita. Manmana bhavamad bhakto madhyajima namaskuru. Mamaivāṁśo satyamte pratijani priyosami. Always think of me. Become my devotee. Worship me. Offer your obeisance unto me. By following this principle, without fail, Krishna's God promise, if you follow this four principle, you will come back to me. So this is, when we follow this, remembering Krishna means chanting his name. This Hare Krishna Mahamantra is meant to, what is the meaning? Oh Lord, please engage us in your service. The chanting, the meaning of this, please in your service. Have forgotten our relationship with the Lord. This is called abhideya. Chanting, hearing, now we're all having darshan of the deity. We attended Arati. Now we are sitting and hearing. We are going to do japa. We are going to honor prasadam. This all are devotional process called abhideya. By following all the process, we can revive our original consciousness. It is called Krishna consciousness. As a result, one will, once the consciousness of Krishna, my serve Krishna, prepared to go back to Krishna. Because if consciousness serve Krishna, we will do that. Consciousness to render service unto Krishna. Then what we will do there? Therefore, Krishna will not take. When you develop the attitude that when you want to serve me, your only interest to serve me, then we can come back. Otherwise, we'll go and disturb there. Suppose all of you are in and sit and before you are sitting. There are sometimes come and argue. This is not correct, that is not correct. They will simply create a disturbance. When somebody is not interested, they come here, what they will do? They will create a disturbance. Similarly, if you are not interested to serve Krishna, if you go there, only will create a disturbance. So Krishna does not want us to create disturbance there. They are all peaceful. So you be here, happy. When you are ready, you come back to him. So Krishna has given the process how to revive our consciousness. How to come to that level back to God. So this is meant for being our consciousness. It's a Vedanta Sutra. The Vedanta Sutra means the summary of all four Vedas, 108. All the Vedas are given in the Vedanta Sutra. It's called the Brahma Sutra. It's a compilation of Vyasadeva, who is the incarnation of Krishna. Vyasadeva is the God himself. Yes, compiled the Vedic literature, reviving us. Sutra properly. There are many commentators have given wrong interpretation of the sutra. When we give person misunderstand about the intention of the author. The author is Vyasadeva. The original Vyasadeva understand with the Lord and act according to the interest of the Lord and go back to the Lord. This is the intention of Vyasadeva. Therefore, he has compiled all Vedas, Upanishad. Essence is given in the Vedanta Sutra. Sutra means like a aphorism, small words. Sutra means small word. It consists of some 3-4 words, which is packed with full of meaning. So Vedanta Sutra has got just one line, not even one line, just 4 words, half line. That's one sutra. But it's packed with full of meaning. But a person who has no knowledge, He has got simply grammatical knowledge. If he reads a Vedanta Sutra and he gives his own interpretation, we will not be able to understand what is the meaning of Vedanta Sutra. Therefore, it should be heard from Vaishnavacharya. First, Shankaracharya, he has commented on Vedanta Sutra called Sharirika Bhashya. Sharirika Bhashya. His commentary on Vedanta Sutra is called Sharirika Bhashya, where he comments says no difference on Paramatma. Difference between and Paramatma are one and the same. Just like air within the pot. Air within the pot. When we break the pot, the air within the pot, one with the air. Similarly, he gives up this material. He becomes one with the Supreme Consciousness. He becomes one with the consciousness called Brahman. Practically, this is called Advaita Siddhanta. Shankaracharya put forward called Advaita Siddhanta. There is no difference between Jiva and God. Why he had to preach that? There is a reason for that. Although the philosophy is wrong, nevertheless he taught this philosophy according to the order of Krishna. Why did he teach? Later came Ramanuja, Vishishta Advaita philosophy. He started refuting all the arguments put forward by Shankaracharya by saying the Lord is eternal. We jivas are servant. It is our duty to serve the Lord. Lord is supreme. We jivas. The distinction between the Lord and the jiva. They are not one and the same. So Vaishnava Acharyas have clearly commented that Lord and the jivas are eternal. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, mamaivāṁśo jīva-loke jīva-bhūtaḥ sanātanaḥ. You are always eternal, even in the liberated state. It does not mean liberation means one jiva becomes homogeneous. A great mountain is filled with full of trees. It does not become one with the mountain. The parrot has got its identity even after entering into the mountain. Similarly, even after liberated state, jiva has got identity. Become even after whether we late or we always remain separate identity. This is called Vaishnava Siddhanta. Krishna himself says, mamaivāṁśo jīva-loke jīva-bhūtaḥ sanātanaḥ. Were eternal fragmental parts. Then why did Adi Shankaracharya presented this philosophy which is not correct, which is not having connection with Bhagavad Gita? Actually, 2500 Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita 100 years into the influence of the Veda recommended sacrifice of animals. Ashvamedam gavalam sannyasam phalam paitrikam devrena sutopadim kalopancha varjayet. Previously, there are 5 things were there in the other yugas. Ashvamedha or sacrifice, cow sacrifice. Number, offering flesh to the forefathers. So these and all were accepted in the other yugas. But in this age of Kali, this all are forbidden. But in the age of Kali, due to the degradation, people started eating animals in the name of sacrifice. If you go to all mutton, chicken, and there will be some picture of Kali. Backside, a picture of Kali. The butcher who cuts the chicken, mutton, he'll cut one piece and throw the one piece, throw like this, backside. Then he'll tell it's a prasadam, Kali prasadam. And just people throw, like just to throw it, says become Kali prasadam. Because offered to Kali. So in the name of religion, because it is meant, you say, open the book and say, mentioned, sacrifice, we sacrificed, cut and offered to Kali. Then what to do? Eat. So people have lost their intelligence, started killing animals left and right. Every house, every street, there is a shop. At that time, Lord, 2006 ago, appeared as Buddha. Why are you Vedas? Said, I don't believe in the Vedas. I don't believe. Take it. Don't kill animals. Practice non-violence. Practice non-violence. Don't be cruel to animals. So he had to preach the message because at that time there was a need. People were so much degraded and started killing animals left and right. In order to stop killing animals, Lord appeared as a Buddha and rejected Vedas. I don't believe in the Vedas. I don't believe the Vedas. So in fact, he deluded the atheistic people. The atheists have no consciousness about the Vedas. They stop. They don't have any trust in Vedas. They sing the non and calm, gentle, many good principles. Mercy of Lord upon proper faith in the Lord. They didn't have any proper faith in the Lord. They followed Buddha. Buddha himself God. But they did not know Buddha as a God. Buddha did not accept God, but himself God. And he cheated people. They placed faith upon him, who is none other than God. It's a mercy of Lord Buddha. Now, these people started denying the existence of God. They started denying the scripture. Now, they should be gradually brought back to Vedic culture. They have no faith in the Vedas. People accepted Lord Buddha. Practicing non-violence, faith in the Vedas. How to bring people back to Shankaracharya? Shankaracharya is Lord Shiva. Shiva, Lord ornated Shankaracharya now to divert the attention of Buddhists, bringing them back to Vedic culture. That is the role of Shankaracharya. Because Krishna has told to Lord Shiva, it is stated in the Padma Purana, my dear Lord Shiva, you must go to the planet, earthly planet, and verse to me, Vedic with your own interpretation. As a result, Adi Shankaracharya came and covered the meaning of Vedanta Sutra. Covered the meaning of Veda because it is order of Lord. To bring off, if suddenly comes, you must, nobody will follow. We don't believe God. We don't believe in the existence of, they will be systematic children, 5th standard student. If we teach him 2 plus 2 equal to what, he will understand. If you teach him Laplace transform, he cannot understand. He will say, there is no Laplace transform at all. He will become, because when he comprehends the verse, so they should be gradually brought. Therefore, Shankaracharya came, okay, there is no God, but there is a scripture, there is an Atma, there is a soul. So they were brought from Buddhist, he brought to Vedic culture. Then later came and all absolute truth. One Chaitanya Prabhu clearly explains in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, who is Krishna himself. Chaitanya Prabhu, after accepting sannyasa, he came to Jagannath Puri. Because wanted him near, close, but mother in Navadip. So Chaitanya Prabhu came to Jagannath Puri, which was relatively close to Mayapur, West Bengal. So when he came, he and along with the associate Nityananda Prabhu, others, some of his associate came with Chaitanya Prabhu. Chaitanya Prabhu came to Jagannath Puri and he came fast. He came fast. The outskirts, he came fast and said, I want to go alone to have the darshan of Jagannath. He came fast, temple of Jagannath. When he saw the beautiful form of the Lord, he started running like a madman. Then went near the altar and fell unconscious. So the security guard saw this a madman suddenly entered. Trying to enter the altar to beat. Security guard was about to. There was someone called. He was a great scholar. He was guru of the many disciples. So he saw this. Immediately told the security, "Don't beat." So he saw Chaitanya Prabhu was completely flat, unconscious, and he took Chaitanya Prabhu to his house, which is very close to the temple, and started observing the body, because no breathing, no abdomen was not moving at all. Practically he was almost like not alive. So he was filled with anxiety. Then finally he took some cotton swab and placed before the nostrils and started moving. Oh, the cotton swab started moving. Then he understood that life is there. Then because he was great scholar, he could ecstasy Chaitanya Prabhu, emotes the Bhagavad. He thought not possible for the ordinary person. This kind of symptoms, it's not exhibited, it's not possible for ordinary people. But how is this? This person has got all the symptoms of ecstasy, devotional ecstasy. Then meanwhile, other associates of Lord Chaitanya Prabhu came to Jagannath Puri. They came to know that Lord Chaitanya Prabhu fell unconsciousness. He was taken to the Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya house. So all of them came to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya house. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya received all of them and sent them to Jagannath temple to have darshan. Then came back. So after coming back, everyone started chanting the name of Krishna. Hare Krishna mantra started heavily. They started chanting. So loudly started the Lord, who came to external. He started dancing. So when all of them saw that Chaitanya Prabhu came to external consciousness dancing, they are very pleased. Sarvabhattacharya, who was thinking that Chaitanya Prabhu was not there, almost when he saw that Chaitanya Prabhu was so dancing, he was very happy. And told, if you go and take bath, now I want Jagannath Mahaprasad. So the bath all came, and Sarvabhattacharya nicely served everyone. Nice prasadam. Chaitanya Prabhu did not want to accept all the opulent items and all. He told, give me little sabji, little dal, that is enough for me. No. You must eat everything because Lord Jagannath accepted. Please don't refuse. Chaitanya Prabhu accepted prasadam. After having prasadam, then Chaitanya washed his hand and all. He came and sat. At the time, this Sarvabhattacharya came and offered obeisance, Namo Narayana. Generally, the Mayavadis, the followers of Shankaracharya, address another sannyasi as Namo Narayana. You are. Whereas Vaishnava, they will not ask Namo Narayana. They address as Krishnamati Rastu. You become Krishna consciousness. So, the moment Chaitanya Prabhu said Krishnamati Rastu, may you become Krishna consciousness, Sarvabhattacharya understood that he is not our sannyasi, means Shankaracharya Vaishnava. Then late, one of his sister-in-law was there, who Sarvabhattacharya's sister, husband is called Gopinatha Bhattacharya. Because he has got full faith in the Chaitanya Prabhu. He knew very well that Chaitanya Prabhu is none other than Krishna himself. He has got full faith in the Chaitanya Prabhu. So Sarvabhattacharya asked Gopinatha, my dear Gopinatha, who is he? What is Puru Ashrama of this Swami? Yes, before taking, who is he? Son is. Gopinatha Acharya said, actually he is a son of Jagannath Mishra, grandson of Nilambara Chakravarti. And secondly, he has got Prabhu's grandmate of his father, who Sarvabhattacharya's father, classmate was Chaitanya Prabhu's grandfather. In this way, he has got some connection with Chaitanya Prabhu. Then later, he said, Sarvabhattacharya said to Chaitanya Prabhu, henceforth, you should not go to temple alone. Either you take me, I'll come with you, or you ask me, I'll send somebody, some of my men with you to go to temple to have darshan. Then after Chaitanya Prabhu went to have darshan, so Bhattacharya said to go, my dear, this sannyasi is so beautiful. Chaitanya Prabhu was extremely beautiful. His weapon was his beauty. Chaitanya Prabhu's weapon was his beauty. Bewilder others. He's extremely beautiful and so mild, so submissive. And I feel some kind of attraction for him. So Bhattacharya said, actually, so Sarvabhattacharya said, from whom he took sannyasa? From whom you took sannyasa? He said, actually, his name is Krishna Chaitanya. He took sannyasa from. So Bhattacharya said, he has taken sannyasa from Keshava Bharati, means belong to Shankara Sampradaya. Keshava Bharati belongs to Shankara Sampradaya. So this is also belong to Shankara Sampradaya, but Bharati is a second class. So these the first classes are there. Sannyasi, third class sannyasis. Top class sannyasis is called Saraswatis. Second class is called Bharatis. So Keshava Bharati is a second class sannyasi. From him Chaitanya Prabhu took sannyasa initiation. So at the time Sarvabhattacharya said, yes, second class sannyasi is a Saraswati. Who Sarvabhattacharya was, he belongs to Saraswati community. He is very scholar. And he said, if Chaitanya wants initiating, sannyasa. He can become first, he should be second class sannyasi. So Gopinatha Bhattacharya was very upset. Oh Sarvabhauma, Chaitanya Prabhu does not require all these formalities. He is a supreme personality of Godhead. You have seen all the symptoms. You have observed all the symptoms. He is personally present. But you are not able to identify as a supreme personality of Godhead. Then some of his disciples started arguing. How do you say it's the supreme personality of God? They are in the Shastra. Asking, we don't accept simply you come and tell he's a sannyasi, he's a supreme personality of Godhead. But where is there in the Shastra? Nowadays, anyone who creates some magic, produce some gold chain, he will claim as a Bhagavan. Every street one Bhagavan will be there. If he cures some disease, he becomes God. Common people are innocent. They have no knowledge. They go to a person and when some yogi, he has got some mystic power, he produces something or cures is your diseases, which is immediately upon this God. But intelligent accept. You are saying is a Bhagavan. Where is the proof? At the time, Gopinatha Bhattacharya said, oh, Sarvabhauma, you actually studied the scriptures very extensively. But you missed out the most verse. Sangopam. Yajnai Sankirtana Prayar Yajanti Sumedasa. This verse is there in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto. It's clearly described. Lord will appear in this age of Kali along with this associate to propagate Yuga Dharma called Sankirtana Yajna. This chanting of the holy name Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is Yuga Dharma in this age of Kali. The Lord comes in this Kali Yuga to propagate Yuga Dharma. He appears along with associate Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Prabhu, Srivasa and Gadadhara Pandita. He appears along with his associate to propagate Yuga Dharma. This is there. His form is golden complexion, not black. That is there in Tra. That is there in. You have this point. So then after that, what is the use of talking to you all things and all? You cannot understand because your mind has become like a dull. Studying too many Shastras, it has become dull. It's become like a barren land. There is no point in sowing seed in the barren land. So however I understand, because we are no, don't get trying to ask, trying to understand. So later, please go and bring sannyasi, Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya. I want to Vedanta, so that you'll remain fixed in Shastra. You'll be able to follow because Chaitanya, he accepted, he'll not unless he reads Vedanta from a great scholar. So he was very upset. After speaking all these things, still he is thinking it's a great. He want to teach him. So he went, Chaitanya, Gopinatha Bhattacharya and his friend Mukunda Datta went to inform Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like that he is calling. But we were very upset with him. He want to teach you Vedanta. So Krishna is the, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the God himself. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took humble position. What's the wrong? I am young sannyasi. He wants to pay attention to me so that I'll strictly follow sannyasa principle. What's the wrong? It's his duty. So what's the right? Hear from him Vedanta. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and said, my dear so-and-so, you are a young sannyasi. You must hear Vedanta from the qualified person. If you hear Vedanta from qualified person, then you'll be able to fix. You will be able to follow the principles of sannyas. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, It's my duty to follow. Teach me. So then he made Sarva Bhattacharya started speaking from Vedanta. 7 days non-stop. Chaitanya Prabhu remained silent. He did not indicate whether he understood or not understood. After 7 days, he asked, my dear so-and-so, 7 days I have been teaching you Vedanta. You neither showed the indication of approval, understanding. Chaitanya, I am so delighted person. I am so delighted person, I can't understand Vedanta. I am not qualified to understand Vedanta. Because you asked me to hear, I am sitting and hearing from you. I can't understand Vedanta. Okay, you are not able to understand Vedanta. At least you would have asked me, no? You are saying you didn't understand. If you don't understand the Vedanta, you should have asked me. I have spoken 7 days. Now after 7 days you are telling. Then Chaitanya said, actually, properly what is given. When I heard your commentary on Vedanta Sutra, that agitated me. The Sutra itself is very clear. But your commentary on Vedanta Sutra, that made me agitate. The Sutra is like a sun. The Vedanta Sutra is like a crystal clear sun. But your interpretation is like a cloud. It's covering the sun. Mukhya-vritti. Mukhya-vritti means direct meaning. Gauna-vritti means when we do not understand the meaning, when there is no proper meaning, we can interpret the way we want. But the crystal clear meaning is there and Kaudang is there. Conch shell. We blow conch shell, no? It's a bone of an animal. Conch shell is a bone of an animal. Kaudang, the stool of an animal. In the Shastras it is said, if one touches the stool of animal or human being, we become polluted. We become polluted. We have to take bath. If we touch the bone or touch the stool of cat or rat or dog or any stool, if we touch, we become polluted. We have to take bath to purify ourselves. This is Shastric injunction. Shastra clearly says. On the other hand, Shastra says, cow-dung is pure. Other places, any dung is impure. Other places, cow-dung is pure. We bathe the deity Krishna with cow-dung, cow urine. Accept Veda. If once the dung of any animal is impure, and the same principle we cannot apply to cow-dung. Bone of the animal is impure, the same thing we cannot apply to conch shell. So Vedas are given separately. Should accept it. Then finding hundreds of fault with the Sharirika Bhashya given by Shankaracharya. Then he started putting forward so many arguments to justify that what he is speaking is truth. Then Chaitanya Prabhu said, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has got 3 principal energies. Internal energy or internal potency, external energy or external potency, marginal energy or marginal potency. Internal potency means the spiritual world. All the liberated souls belong to, all the entire spiritual world of the Lord. The entire material external potency. The jiva marginal. The marginal jiva, we are jivas. Either we can be in the platform of potency in the external this material world. But once our consciousness is pure, we can go back to Krishna. We can be promoted to in the internal potency. So either we can align with the internal potency or will be aligned with the external potency. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started explaining about all things and all, that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the process of reviving our consciousness is the devotional service. How to go back home, back to Godhead. Then he told, actually Shankaracharya did not make any mistake, because he was ordered by the Lord to do this, to divert from Buddhism to Vedic religion. Then at that time, then later Lord Shiva told to his wife Parvati in the Padma Purana, Ashat Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quote from Mayavadam Asat Shastram Prachanna Bauddham Uchyate Mayave Neetam Devi Kalava Brahmana Murtina. Lord Shiva said to his wife, Mayavadam Asat Shastram, Asat Shastra, Kalau Brahmana Murtina. In this age of Kali, I will appear as a Brahmana and I will preach the Vedanta through false doctrine, philosophy. Asat Shastra, Asat Shastra. Sat means eternal, real. Asat means correct. The main people. So Lord Shiva says to Parvati this in the Padma Purana. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Saro, when he understood that the role of Shankaracharya, immediately fell flat. Then he started asking, my dear Lord, I want to hear from you about Atma Rama verse. That is a famous verse in the Bhagavatam. Atma Ramascha Munayo Nirgranda Api Urukrame Kurvanti Aitikam Bhaktim Ittam Bhuto Gunohari. All kinds of Atma Ramas. Atma Rama means one who takes pleasure in the Atma, means liberated souls. Atma Rama means one who is liberated. All kinds of Atma Rama, although they are liberated, nevertheless they are attracted to Krishna. Why? Because Krishna has got the transcendental qualities. Even the liberated person is attracted to render service unto Krishna. Why? Because Krishna possesses the transcendental qualities. So Sarvabhaumacharya asked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, my dear Lord, can you explain the meaning? I heard that you explain nicely. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, first you explain, let me hear. Then after that I will explain. Then immediately Sarvabhaumacharya explained 9 different ways, spur of the time to speak, spur of moment, 9 different explanation Sarvabhaumacharya gave for this verse. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, my dear Sarvabhauma, you are Sakshat Bharaspati. No one in this world can explain this kind of words, explanation. No explanation. All your explanation. You hear. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave 18 different explanation of Atma Rama verse. Without touching I did not understand this Krishna. Immediately he fell flat to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lotus feet. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu felt the compassion, raised him. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed his 400 form of Vishnu first. Shankhu Chakra Gada Padma to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. After that he showed the 200 form of Krishna. Then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was completely convinced that is none other than the Supreme Lord Krishna. Immediately he composed 100 verses glorifying Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced him. Both of them started dancing. Then all the devotees who saw this, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, very scholarly in Mayavada philosophy, but he was converted to follow Vaishnava Siddhanta. So everyone was very happy. At the time, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, my dear sir, you delivered all the people. You delivered so many people. But that's not a very great thing. But you delivered me. Because I did by studying argument, studying too many books, I become so dull-headed. I became like an iron bar. But you melted me. Therefore, you are great. You are great. So, Chaitanya Prabhu, he came to give the real knowledge that we are eternal servant of Krishna. Our only business is to serve Krishna. No other business. So every jiva was called, whether rightly, if we come down a Satan, already we have fallen down. If we use our freedom rightly, properly, then we'll go back home, back to God. For example, Jaya and Vijaya, those who were the doorkeepers of Lord Vishnu, Vaikuntha Loka, they were the liberated souls. Nevertheless, even they made a mistake. When 4 Kumaras, Sanaka, Sanatana, Sanandana, Sanat Kumara, 4 Kumaras, the first born creature of first 4 sons of Lord Brahma, they entered Vaikuntha Loka, this doorkeeper, because the small children, the Sanat Kumar, all 5-year-old boy, they want children. They were naked, clothed. So Lord is there, suppose or MP or chief minister is there in the house, and the 4 children are coming without any cloth. They want to enter into the chief minister's house. Security guard will allow? They will not allow, no. Similarly, the doorkeeper, they thought, how can I allow this small children without any cloth? Stop, don't go. Actually, Vaikuntha has got 7 doors. They doors. Enter, stop. Actually, in the Vaikuntha Loka, there is no question of dualism, good or bad. Here it is there. I like, I don't like. Heat and cold. Duality is there. Good and bad. Good and bad. I like, I don't like. It is there here. But the spiritual world, it's not there. Good and bad. Everything is absolute. So there is no world. That this is not good. The 4 Kumaras became very angry. You people of discriminating. This abode is free from Dundva. No duality. There's no good and bad. Since you find distinction, this is good. You people are to be here. You are to be here. Go to earth. They misuse the freedom. As a result, they came back. And of course, there is a reason is there. Actually, Lord wanted them to go to earthly planet. He has got some other purpose for that. They came. Similarly, Nalakkuvara and the Manigrava. We discussed in the first month of, during the Kartik month. They were sons of Kuvera. Very rich, very opulent. They've got all the facilities to become Krishna conscious. Everything is there, but they misuse the power, misuse the position. They were enjoying with the woman, violent woman. As a result, they become degraded. They become trees. So when one misuses his position and power, he will be degraded. We have got everything, just like a doctor. Knife is there. Doctor can use a knife to save the same knife, somebody. So the freedom is there. Whether I can use a knife to save somebody or kill somebody. Similarly, gun is there with military person. He can kill the enemy according to order of his master. General says, you kill, go on firing. Suppose other country person, Pakistan, enters in our territory, he will order, shoot. He will shoot hundreds of people. When the war is there, he will shoot hundreds of people. He has got gun. But when he although he kills hundreds of people, but he will be acknowledged, promoted. Although he is killing, following the order of the law, order of the commander. By killing, is rewarded. On the other hand, he takes gun, goes to neighbors. He does not like neighbor. He kills one person. What will happen? He will be put behind the bar. He can't say, I killed 100 person, 100 people, I was awarded, promoted. No, I killed only one person. But I have been sent to prison house. Why? He misused his power. When we follow the order of the superior, that means we are properly following. When we misuse for our sense gratification, the freedom, that means we are degraded. So the freedom is given to Jiva, whether you can use it rightly or wrongly. So Krishna explained the entire Bhagavad Gita. After that, he said, my dear Arjuna, no, you decide. I have explained everything to you, whether you want to follow me or not. After explaining everything, he did not say anything. You must follow me. Freedom. You choose whether you want to fight or leave. That's your choice. So freedom is there for everyone, because Krishna will not arrest our freedom. God cannot arrest our freedom. You use your freedom for higher purpose. If you use rightly, you are sure to go back home, back to God. If you don't use properly, you will be remained in this material world. Just like Gajendra. And Gajendra was caught by the crocodile. Gajendra was helpless. So Gajendra tried to get out, but immediately used the freedom to offer Vishnu prayer to the Supreme Lord. Used the right decision at this critical moment. Freedom is there. Prayer to the Lord in the dangerous place. At any moment, anything can happen to us. It's not that only Gajendra got in danger. We are in danger. Every moment there is a danger. Therefore, it's our duty to seek the protection of the Lord always. This is the right freedom. This means the freedom can be utilized properly by seeking protection from the Lord, because every moment we are in danger. Anything can happen. Therefore, we are constantly pray to the Lord to seek His protection. So this is the purport of this verse. Mamaivāṁśo jīva-loke jīva-bhūtaḥ sanātanaḥ. We are eternal fragmental parts. Our duty is to cooperate with the Lord. The servant's duty is to follow the order of master. The servant follows the order of master, then will benefit to God. On the other hand, does anything on his own, he'll be fallen down into the material pool. This is what Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. This is what Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.